Grand Rising, Elizabeth, all over the world, Facebook, YouTube, and Zoom. I want to welcome you to morning. This is Thursday, May the 26th. What a beautiful morning. What a beautiful morning. And we want to just thank you for joining us. And we're here every day, Monday through Friday from 8 to 9 and 9 to 10. So why do I say 9 to 10? Because from 8 to 9, we are available to all. And then we want you to join us in Zoom. All you have to do is go to Elizabeth. Oh, I forgot it. Elizabeth
Visionary.
ElizabethVisionaryConference.org and then get your Zoom ticket. You can use that all the time. You don't have to do it but once to register and then join us. You can join us now, or you can join us. I'll be back at 9 o'clock to exit the social media. And then we really get deep. So join us in a minute. Well, at 9 o'clock, I'm all mixed up this morning. I think the exercise, the yoga this morning with Nawili, and the blood is just rushing all over the place. We about to get started. I thank you again for joining us and have a good time. We're going to start off with a wonderful song. It is called Living in Divine Time with Melissa Yardley, featuring Chaka Khan.
So I've popped one out. Well, take one. You don't need any water on it. I can eat. Actually,
here we go. Living in Divine Time featuring Chaka Khan.
Living in divine time.
Yes. We are living in divine time. Ladies, welcome Nawili and her team, Ayana and Lillie B.
Good day.
Well, beautiful people. Out of our lives.
Hey. Ayana. Good day. Good day. How is everyone today?
Why don't we start with everybody unmuting and just saying good morning?
I am doing well, beautiful people.
Good day, everybody.
Hello.
Oh.
Happy Thursday. Oh, blessed Thursday, day of expansion. Yes. So grateful to see all you lovelies this morning. I'm learning the technology, so it's really wonderful to see faces. You know, I'm so excited about meeting y'all in the physical and can hug and touch. I really miss it, and because I'm new and I'm meeting my tribe and my kindreds, I so look forward to it. So great day, everyone. It's a great day to be grateful. And so relishing in that, today on our program, I've so lovingly named Run, R-U-N. Are you in to what serves you, the stories that you are telling you and the stories that you would love to share with others? And so my background, most of you have probably heard, I'm a certified Kundalini yoga teacher of 20 years. It is my pleasure to serve and to share the technology, the art, the flow of yoga with whomever will be open to it. So I thank Queen Aduni for being so diligent, and Fauna every morning at 6:30, we're getting up and sharing the practice of yoga with each other. And so one of the gifts I'd like to share this morning is to start off with a poem and a meditation that we've committed to doing for at least 40 days. And the poem that we do is done in American Sign Language because, you know, we all have so many languages we speak anyway. And I love using our hands for our language. So what we're going to do is start off with that poem. And if you just turn your palms facing each other and brush them, and every time you brush them, that is peace. And it's so appropriate that yesterday's program, what stuck out for me is don't go to pieces, go to peace. So I said I wanted to start out with the peace poem. So every time, I think we're going to do call and response because it's kind of different how the sound goes. So I'm going to do the poem and show you what it looks like. And then I will call and you'll respond when we do it the next time. Peace before me, peace behind me, peace to my left, peace to my right, peace above me, peace below me, peace unto me, peace to all, peace to the universe. All right, y'all in? Let's bring our palms. So I will speak and then you will respond. Peace before me.
Peace.
Peace behind me. Peace to my left. Peace to my right. Peace above me. Peace below me. Peace unto me. Peace to all. Peace to the universe. And let's just relax our palms for a moment at our lap. Open and receptive we are to divine source this day, in gratitude, in love, in joy. We take this step individually and collectively, knowing truly that at the center, as we go in, that all is whole, complete, and perfect. We are one in the spirit. We are one mind, one love, one heart, vibrating at a magnificent, magnificent rate, pace. As we give it out and release it, we truly know all is well and everything is in divine right order. I do give thanks. I do give thanks. I do give thanks. It is released. I let go and it flows so wonderfully. And so it is. So be it. And I say in my yogic tradition, palms at our heart center, I say Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, which means and translates to truth with a capital T is your truth. Your identity is who you really are. And so it is.
So it is.
Okay, so let's get busy. Let's get to the meditation. So I'm going to turn to the side so y'all can see me. Plus, I'm in a kind of smaller space and I keep hitting stuff. So turning to the side, we're going to bring our palms into prayer pose at our heart center. And every time we bring our palms here to our heart center, we will say I. When we go to our shoulder, am, stretch out, love. And we'll keep repeating that. And we'll be vibrating, saying it aloud. So it will be I am love. I am love. And I set my timer and we'll vibrate I am love aloud. And then I will prompt you and say, continue, I am love, but whisper. And then I'll prompt and I will say, vibrate it silently inside of yourself. Think it, believe it, affirm it. Everybody in? Yes. All right. So, and I'm a little hyped this morning because we just did yoga. So bear with me. So here we go. Eyes are closed. Let's focus between the brows at the third eye. Our intuitive knowingness, already knowing it and trusting it right here between the eyebrows. That's our focus. With your eyes gently closed, palms at your heart center. And it doesn't matter if we're not in sync. I think the sound vibration is even more uplifting, healing and empowering as we all pour into the sound bowl. So we're gonna, it's going to be what it is to be. And
you want everybody unmuted?
Yes, please. I want to hear the sound and I want everyone else to hear the vibe.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Perfect. Okay. Palms at our heart center. Let's inhale and take a deep breath in. And let's exhale. And let's begin. I am love. I am love. I
am love.
am
I am love. 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 I am love.
Continue,
I am
whisper.
love.
Continue at a whisper.
Love. I am love. I am
Love. Am love.
And continue vibrating the mantra silently, holding, affirming, allowing it within your being. And keep the hands moving. And at our heart center, palms together, inhale deeply. And exhale the breath. And inhale, let's stretch the arms up. Spread the fingers open, open, close, and release. Allow. And rest your palms downward, grounding yourself in the love that you have just aligned yourself with. And let's inhale, stretch the arms up over the head. Exhale, and I want you to scream at the top of your lungs. Ah! Ah!
Oh.
Ready?
I had to do a inside scream.
Oh, I know.
My
Some
husband
people
would have woke up.
Okay. We don't want to do
What's
that.
wrong?
We don't want that. We don't want to do that. So, thank you guys for like participating in that. Any feedback, any responses? What did it feel like to do not only to embrace the mantra, but also the movement? Just curious.
And you should have seen the water that Lillie B, she was showing the water live. It was beautiful.
Oh, wonderful. Yes. Yes. Wonderful. Thank you, Lillie B, for the water. Yes. Anybody else?
The energy vibrated like the water is what I felt when I was doing actions and saying the mantra. You can feel it. You can feel the energy, like a glow, like an energy force of light, a little bit, going through the mantra.
Yes. Yeah.
Strong.
Yeah.
Thank you, Danny. Danny, I see you, and I'm just trying to read your face this morning. Go on, Razia.
Yeah. Hi. Oh, that was wonderful. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Thank you. Thank you for your glow this morning. It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
And I just, whatever it is that's moving through you, I feel it. Yeah. Yeah.
I accept.
Well, I didn't know I couldn't scream.
Okay.
I could not get a scream out, and I said, wow. But I know that the voice is so important in our overall health and well-being. And I have a friend who helps people develop their voice. We can lose our voice.
Yes.
For many different reasons.
Yes.
Where we come within and we're actually not aware of how we are deflating our voice.
Yes. And yes, thank you.
I'm going to need help with that.
Okay. We're here to support you. Yes, we will do that. Interesting that we bring up the voice, because for most of my life, I did not like my voice at all. I wouldn't speak up and speak out. And as I began going to the spiritual center called Agape, which I know all of y'all know, in Los Angeles, I took a class and I jumped into this class, and it was spiritual principles or something. And we had to write papers. And then one week our facilitator said, okay, it's presentation time. Everyone has to get up on the stage and present. And I felt like I was being punished. And so I went home, I meditated, I prayed, and I said, okay, you know, you don't like your voice, but you got to do this. You signed up for this. So I remember when they called my name and I went up on stage, and you had to hold the mic and everything. And I was looking out at my classmates. There was only about 20 of us in the sanctuary. And I said, okay, I remember my last words before I started speaking were, please, Spirit, speak through me and speak loud enough so everybody can hear. And holding that mic, I got a sense of what Reverend Michael, our spiritual leader, felt like. It felt like power, like a power stick. And all of a sudden I was like, wow, the mic is power. Okay, you know, I get this. And as I started speaking and my voice came forth, I really liked what I heard. And I made peace with my voice that day, that, wow, it's not like, you know, Tom or Jerry or Maisha's voice, but it is your own unique expression and your voice. And I went from that to just like randomly sometimes calling people and saying, I'd love to read out loud to you. Can I just read a story I just read in the LA Times to you out loud? And, you know, I kept at it, and really it was a breakthrough moment for me, and not a breakdown like I thought. So yeah, the voice, so important. In teaching Kundalini, you know, there are sacred Sanskrit mantras, but I notice a lot in the community. I still have people that are number one, like, ooh, yoga. And then it's like the mantras. So I have fine-tuned them to the language we speak, known as English, and use those instead. And they're just as powerful. You know, when we project from the I am place within us, that, and we go in and project from that place, it's always sacred, it's always holy, it's always embracing us to, you know, release it and embrace others. So, you know, y'all know I could talk. So, but I just want to, it, you know, it's so powerful, and it's always such a beautiful experience when it's numbers, because Aduni and I and Fauna do this every morning, but to have you all and whoever's on the telecast or whatever also embracing it, there is such power in that. And we have sent something very wonderful and special out into the world today. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So is anyone else on who would like to share? No, I don't have on my glasses. So based on yesterday's program, I was really inspired hearing "Don't go to pieces, embrace the peace." And if one thing I've always spoken on my life is to walk in peace, think in peace, be in peace. And we all have our pieces that we have walked on to remind us, please go within and take this moment to heal, to mend, to grow, to share. And so one of my stories I want to tell is how I got to meditation. And at age 19, as I was getting ready to go to UCLA, to college, I had decided my major would be philosophy because I love philosophy. So I figured the best way to get whatever I was supposed to get from that institution was I had to be really focused and really still. And so I decided to learn to meditate because I figured that would help me in my classes. So what I did is I enrolled and was attracted to a group of brothers and sisters in Los Angeles who were practicing transcendental meditation. I enrolled. I took the course upstairs in this room on Lamert Boulevard and got a mantra and embraced it, and felt like I was soaring and on my way. And I began to practice meditation 3 times a day, morning, noon, and every evening. And one evening I had an experience where I know I started on my back, but somehow at a point my face was on the ceiling. And that spooked me, but it didn't spook me that much because now I wanted to keep going and go deeper. And so I continued in meditation and went on to UCLA, continued to meditate using transcendental meditation as a technique, and then started discovering other forms of meditation. That walking became my meditation, dancing became my meditation, cooking became my meditation, all meditative practices that took those broken pieces, which we all have, and made peace out of them. And fast forward right before the pandemic at the spiritual center that I was attending, I was in the pulpit as a religious science practitioner, setting the tone by doing the invocation. And as I began to do that invocation, I was hit in a moment and realized that directly across the street from where I was standing was where I was initiated at age 19 into meditation. And I remember getting ready to bless the service and I opened my mouth and I was like, you guys, I mean, it was like so kind of off the script, but I just got that aha moment that I wanted to share with my fellow congregants. And I said, when I was age 19, across the street, I had my first experience with really knowing this and turning within in meditation. And that's why I can stand here before you today in this circle of love and light that I'm sharing with you. So it was a definite aha moment, and I continue to meditate each and every day. It is such a gift. I call it my medicine. And as I've taught yoga, I started out teaching chair yoga to seniors. And during meditation, I had one woman, I didn't know she had narcolepsy. So during the meditation, she started falling out the chair and had to run over and like get her back in the chair and wake her up because she was totally zoned out. And like I said, she had narcolepsy. But the benefits of a meditative practice are phenomenal. I would encourage everyone, whatever way you meditate, if it's like through your activity, to truly know that that becomes your sacred time of just going within. So anyone else like to share a story about their meditative practice or what meditation feels like? Because there's a lot of feelings about it that, oh, I don't have any thoughts, or I have too many thoughts. And it's simply noticing the flow and still being in the peace. Yeah.
This is Deidre. One thing I want to learn to do better is to breathe. And I think meditation would be a great time for me to learn to breathe properly. So thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
Oh yeah. And Deidre, there's so many wonderful breathing exercises to do that I am definitely, willing to share. I mean, a lot of times I start people out with, what's your favorite number? And inhale that number, hold that breath for that number, exhale out that number, and then pause, relax for that number. It can be as simple as that. You know, of course, there's like in Kundalini and many forms of yoga, there are breaths that are beneficial and facilitate certain transforming and shifting in the body, the mind, and the spirit. And I would totally love to share some of those things with you. So,
oh, I would love to get those. Thank you, because I really want to do that. That's important for me to do.
yes, breath is life. If we're not breathing, we're not living.
I know, right? Right.
Yes, yes, Danny. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mama Heather is there.
Oh, okay. Good day.
Hand up. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Good day, sweetie. I can't see you, but am I doing something wrong? No. Yes, ma'am.
I didn't know if Sister Danny was going first.
No, baby. I was just testifying to the breath.
Hallelujah.
Okay.
Because it is the breath that keeps us connected to God. So, you know,
Yes,
I was
indeed.
just testifying.
Yes.
Greetings, everyone. This is Mama.
Greetings, blessings.
Sister Mama Heru. I like sister.
Sister.
So I wanted to share a meditation that I participated in. I was working at a local middle and high school here in the city. And I told myself that I was going to do a meditation, and it was changing classes time for the children. To be able to go in and go deep like that with the total chaos of changing classes was, I just felt really good that I was able to take off and leave and be in my moment in my meditation. I didn't think I could, I don't know if I ever thought that was possible. But to be able to go off and be in my space was amazing in front of, you know, with the children walking and buzzing around. They come up and tap me, and I was like, I just told myself, I'm taking time for me right now, just me. And I was able to be successful with that. That was amazing. And I just also wanted to share that when I do my breathing, my diaphragm, I guess it's called
diaphragm breathing. Yes.
I tell my participants when I do the 5 rights, I ask that they open up the core and push down to the base on the inhale, and on the exhale to squeeze and pull it back up behind the belly button on the exhale. So
yes. Oh man.
add that core movement because it is so needed. And
definitely.
So thank you again.
Oh, thank you, sister, for sharing. I saw.
Yeah. Can you say that again? Describe it again.
Yes. So when we inhale and fill the belly with air, as you're doing that, you want to open up your core. So on the inhale, you open up your core and then push down to the base, to your root chakra. And on the exhale, you squeeze and pull it back up behind your belly button, because that also helps you keep those abs tight.
Indeed.
While we're working out.
Indeed.
Thanks.
Yeah, don't forget the yoni. Don't forget the core.
Keep her alive.
You gotta say hi to her. At least say hi to her in the morning so you won't be evil all day, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You're a mess.
Hey, when you have one, you got to learn how to be nice to her so she can help.
Absolutely.
Hey, you need help. You need help from everywhere through the day.
Yes.
Especially now.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Any other comments? I can't. You guys see me squinting. Oh, okay.
I'll go. When I was in high school, actually, they took us. It was about the 10th grade or the 9th grade or something. They took us on a walk, and they showed us different ways to meditate. I forgot which class it was. I think it might have been psychology.
Ayana, can we see your picture, please? Your video?
It's dark. 1 second. So they took us on a walk around the block. Basically, it was on a quiet morning. It was dewy outside. They let us listen to the birds chirp, told us to close our eyes, feel and absorb the nature and things. Some kids were taking it serious, some kids weren't. We went back in, we turned the lights off, we had a meditation session. They told us about our brain and things like that, and our pineal gland and everything like that. They told us about dreams and things like that. So when we were learning about those things, that's when we did the meditation, and it's kind of stuck with me. I was doing meditation before that, but not in that way, not knowingly, I guess. I was doing meditation unknowingly because I was taught meditation at a young age, and I didn't know that that's what it was called. I was just taught to calm down, breathe, take a deep breath into your mind and things like that, But when I was like, I do this all the time when we were doing it. And I was like, I do this a lot. Actually, I meditate quite often. I turn the light off in my room. I sit there, I breathe, I think, I, do a little puzzle in my head and get enlightened, enlighten myself. But when they did that little trip, I was like, wow, it was just a different level for me because I just started doing it more regularly. I wasn't doing it as often and wasn't calling it meditation, but when I figured out that's what I was doing all the time, I was like, wow, there's a label to it. I basically put a label to it. Thanks. I thought meditation was just going into your mind and, releasing, but you can take a walk, listen to other sounds. It wasn't just quiet inside of your head. Meditation, it's different things. So yeah, I'm grateful for knowingly and unknowingly doing meditation.
Yeah.
All my life, basically, with a mother like mine and a grandmother like mine and things like that. They teach you things automatically. It's installed in us.
Yes. Thank you, Ayana, for sharing, and the most important component or not piece, but place in my life as I had the opportunity to be here in Detroit is just being that place of peace and holding that place for everyone else that I meet and I greet and I think of. And that in itself has totally every day brings me such joy and such excitement about my livingness. And, like I heard yesterday is, it's, what do I keep on forgetting? Don't go to pieces. So I will freely share this the way that I am back full circle in Detroit, because I lived here as a young girl up to age like 7 or 8. My dad's home is here, and my mom and he were married. They met in the service, and then at a point they went their separate ways. And my mom had the appearances of, they called it then, and I heard it all my life, a nervous breakdown. And as a young child, I thought it was like a game when I heard her, hearing voices and talking to them. And so I kind of participated in the game. And, it was our imaginary world with my mom, my brother, and I. And I remember mentioning it to someone in our apartment complex that my mom was hearing voices, and we talked to them. And they were like, stay out of grown folks' business, you're a kid, stay in a kid's place. And the Sagittarius girl at that age was kind of short, but I'm kind of grown too. I'm a big girl, And so a week or so later, there was this bang on our door, and my mom was in her space talking to whomever, looking at the walls. And I went to the door and answered it like a little girl at that age we might have done, but we are told, we've learned better. We don't do that. And as these two white guys, and they were like, "Is your mommy here?" And they said her name. And before I could look back to say, "Mommy, somebody's at the door," they rushed past me, grabbed my mom, put her in a straitjacket, and drug her out of the house screaming and hollering. So I'm standing there, my brother's in the room, and I remember the moment that it felt like I got to take care of my brother. I got to take care of my brother. And the neighbors rushed over, and I just, my mom was drug out, screaming and hollering. And something broke down in me, of course. And the neighbors came, and somehow my brother and I here in Detroit, this is so deep to be in Detroit and have this sacred memory, I call it, this blessing of a memory for me. We were bounced around to so many relatives and in some conditions that were kind of scary. And so I went into protection mode of my brother. And then one day we were in this courtroom, and my aunt, who lived in Altadena, California, my mom's sister, had come to become our legal guardians and take us and help us escape from what we have been going through. I call it escape. So we moved to California, and my mom, everybody went, and my mom was placed immediately in a mental institution called Camarillo. And I remember, from Detroit to Los Angeles and to a small town like Altadena was just like, I felt I went from a pit of something to a Shangri-La or all the palm trees. I thought I was in heaven. It was just from trauma and drama and all of that to like some peace. And because I had the mountains right there at the foot, I got to see them, open the window every morning. And, Altadena, where I lived, is like an altitude, so it's kind of higher up. I just started finding a peace, but there is still like all those pieces inside that kept saying, this happened to your mom, it's going to happen to you. When is it going to happen to you? I don't know, but it's going to, you're going to have a breakdown. You're going to have a breakdown. So I remember our Sundays after church that we were forced to go to with all white people and about 3 Black people, and it was all kids. We were drove up to Camarillo to see my mom. I call it on the campus at Camarillo, with all different people with all diagnoses coming at us, and us just trying to, myself, I don't know about my brother, but just trying to figure it out and balance it out and just still have some, like a place that was still mine inside. And eventually my mom like rehabbed out and lived on her own. But the feeling of those pieces, I kept waiting for a breakdown. And I probably was affirming it. So definitely I was attracting some experiences to myself. And one I remember in junior high school where I had made cheerleader, and some girls were mad at the school because there hadn't been a Black cheerleader in like 30 years. And here I come along. So I got chased by all these girls who looked like me, almost every day for so long. I was running. And then, I was like, I'm having a breakdown. No, I didn't have a breakdown. So these experiences and that mantra kept going through my head. I kept hearing the sound. I'm going to have a breakdown. Are you going to pass the test? No, if you don't pass the test, you're going to have a breakdown. If you don't do this, you're going to have a breakdown. And it was my mantra. And I, had the realization now. And eventually when I got to Agape and I took another class and we had to read another paper, I wrote down these experiences and was reminded that in my own way, however I was breathing through these experiences, that spirit was showing me how to break through. So the day that I read my paper, every time I read an experience that I said, I thought I was having a breakdown. I was like at my wit's end. I would have my classmates say, but you had a breakthrough. And that's when I realized that those particular pieces of my life were just, bringing me to deeper peace, deeper acceptance of joy, of accepting my joy, accepting other people where they are and as they are. And so, I'm thank you guys for this platform to just tell this story and just to, I learned about mental health really early. So I had a lot of compassion and a lot of understanding, a lot of tolerance, and a lot of pain in supporting people who go through mental illness, to the point that I almost made myself sick supporting others who were going through these mental imbalances in their life. And I've come to realize that my peace is of the utmost importance. That, like we were talking about, I keep pouring into my peace cup so I can know and embrace that peace for everyone else and for the planet. I believe it. I still believe it. I will continue to believe that in our places and spaces where we are vibrating at whatever frequency and aligning with experiences, that there's always a place for peace, because there's always love. We can always go back to breath and just be in acceptance of who we are. So I have talked enough. I would like someone else to share.
Well, I just want to say that I am so thankful that you had your breakthroughs and are continuing to break through. So be blessed.
Oh, absolutely. And and to be blessed is to be a blessing to others. And I think that's why all of us are here for that. We know we are blessed, and we want so in our hearts and minds to be a blessing to others. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sweetie.
Hey, beautiful people. I had a long story to say, but my phone is on 1%. So I love you all. This was a beautiful sharing, and I appreciate every story's told. And may your lights continue to shine.
Ashe. Thank you.
Have a beautiful day, ladies.
Beautiful day to you. Who was that?
Who was that?
Lillie B.
Oh, hey, Lillie. Okay. I thought it sounded like your voice, but it was very
right.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
My phone, I can't believe this retrograde. My phone has been dying a lot, guys.
Oh, absolutely. We embrace it all. Yes.
Well, it was on and popping when you were showing that water. So thank you, phone.
We did that water element like we talked about. Yes, so important. And yeah, I'm just interested in some of the pieces y'all feel you have made it on to truly embrace and embody your peace. Yes.
Hi, it's me again. I wanted to share. I say that so I can stay on point what I wanted to talk about. Okay, so I remember my mother passing. I say that she took her journey. I don't even like to say those words. My mother took her journey to returning to the origin, the creator, the creatress. And I don't think that any moment can be any more bigger than that, if you will. So as we're going through this, experiencing this planned pandemic, I feel like I have been through a very deep life change. And one of the things I was talking with a girlfriend yesterday, and she's low, but she's managing, and she was saying, she was like, "Het, I know your piece or your pieces are through dance and movement," and she said, "Well, mine is being still." And she was saying that she doesn't want to go anywhere, and I respect that and I understand that. But I thought about it when I came home, that I said I had to learn how to take my peace everywhere I go. So when I'm in different situations or dealing with different things, I remember that peace that I got from knowing that my mother was was with the creatress. And just, you know, uh, making sure that the love that I have and the experiences that I have, I remember those. I call it my lesson room, where I keep a file cabinet full of the lessons that I learned, because it's a whole lot. It might be a 4-drawer. I don't know how many drawers it has, but there are so many lessons. And as I get to those places where it's a challenge, I don't use the word problems. I don't have problems anymore. I let them go a long time ago. I have challenges that help me grow, and experiences that help me step through those and make those steps through those challenges. So Mama Nawili, I appreciate you sharing that story, because if you didn't see or witness or live through what your mother went through, you wouldn't have the knowledge, you know what I mean, that you have now, and knowing the difference. So those, at least, know that our lessons aren't in vain. The experiences aren't in vain, that they help build us. And also, when we hear other people talking about things that they're going through, we're able to, if they're open, and hopefully when they're okay to hear, I have to learn how to not be so pushy as a Taurus who doesn't like to be pushed. I'm a Taurus that doesn't like to be pushed, but our job is pushing. So I'm like, oh, I gotta make this work. My husband said, we have to learn how to wait for people to ask for help. At least let them know that I'm here, but being careful in that. But I can help you if you want to get through. I know that I can help you find a way to at least take some steps through a situation. No more problems, challenges.
Yes.
We have all the equipment we need in that. I don't know if you all can see my file cabinet back here, but it's a whole. I mean, imagine these are all my files. All these little people are my files back here.
Okay. Ashe.
I got plenty of lessons. I could probably help a whole lot of people.
Hey, Ashe. Yeah. That and I love how you said to help pull them through. That was such a beautiful visual for me, and so heartfelt, because sometimes we got the fingers, sometimes we got the wrist, and I just got this visual, or sometimes we got the whole body, but just that you are a place of love and light and willing to pull them through is immeasurable. It is just such a blessing. Thank you for sharing that.
Ashe.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess I get to continue. Oh, Ayana. Okay. Please. Ayana.
Hello. A moment, please. Okay. So I was actually giving my shades, but my moment was an enlightening moment to remind myself to, because I didn't forget. It's just a lot came upon me and things like that. Of course, everybody has their times when there's a lot going on in their lives, and via loss of family members, people who are close to them, and things like that. So sometimes it takes a second for you to get back to where you're supposed to be and getting aligned and doing what you're supposed to do. But it comes back. What happened was I lost my grandmother, I lost a baby, I lost my godmother, which was my cousin, and I just fell off of my practices and things like that, doing my just card readings, trying to get closer to my ancestors, focusing on keeping myself cleansed and working towards, my spiritual life and things like that. I kind of fell off from that, but getting back to it recently and things just being better for me, I guess.
Give us video, honey.
I'm in the dark, so.
Oh, okay.
It's just, Yeah, you're not gonna see anything.
Okay.
But yeah, getting back to my practices and my regular ways of being, I feel more in touch. Just the other day, I was with Nawili and we did my cards, and it kind of just gave me a reminder that I'm doing the right thing, getting back aligned with my spiritual self. My cards, they were very powerful. They told me a lot. My guardian angel, which I speak a lot on to my mother and to other people around me, which is my grandmother. I got a card just from her the other day. Nawili dealt the card, or I dealt the card. Nawili was there and walked me through it and things like that. But it just gave me such an energizing awakening. Like, I am doing the right things. I'm getting back on the right path. There's no such thing as taking too long. And as long as you get back to it and don't give up, that's what helped me get back to the meditation, getting back aligned, getting back to this here, the Elizabeth and things like that, even through my tough days and when I'm super busy. Thank you. Thank you. But when I'm super busy in the head and in the physical, and I'm on here with the phone on mute, feeling sick and things like that because I'm now pregnant with my angel baby and things like that. Things are just getting back aligned. My happiness is coming back. I'm getting back centered, and it just feels better to know that I'm doing the right things. I'm following my my path that I should be. I feel it. I feel that I'm following my path as I should, and it just makes me feel more comfortable. But yeah, I'm getting back into cleaning my cleaning my crystals, cleaning myself, cleaning my energy and the space around me, just doing a spring cleaning on my life. But things get better. They get worse before they get better. But they're getting better now. And that's the story.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And when you say they get worse before they get better, it was just like Sis said, it's the challenges, that's the worst. It's a challenge. And I heard you say, I'm getting to it. And I wrote, so you can get through it.
Yes.
You are perfectly in your right place at right time. And the beauty of your youthfulness exudes, and we feel it. I get it. It inspires me. It excites me. It gives me hope and keeps me encouraged. Who wouldn't have at 24 wanted to be and express like you're expressing and say the things and have the ahas that you already have, here I am with a Dooney almost 70 and we're still ahaing and grateful. But to have, and I guess, and I'm not going to guess, I know we were all on our journey and on our path when we were your age and before. Like I said, I started meditating at 19, so it's so refreshing to hear you speak from your power and from your truth and truly know that you trust it. And you're in the trust that you're being taught. You're being taught how to live a beautiful and abundant life that you desire and that you deserve it. And we're going to remind you every day that you are worthy of it.
Ashe.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, anybody else? Yes, Razia, I see like some words ready to come out.
Mama wisdom. Unmute yourself, dear.
I'm truly thankful and just deeply gratified by those moments when a person Sister Ayana being able to speak from the heart and just speak so clearly her feelings, her emotions, and her intentions. And this happens when there is a presence. She's feeling the presence of all of us in the room. And it's able to come out. And it's just a joy to see that, because we are finding in our society right now, there is an atmosphere of non-support, and where people don't feel that they can be open and honest. So more than ever, we have a lack of integrity or a lack of truthfulness. And it's coming out in our government and all over the place. So I'm just joyful that we are still able to support each other, to be open and honest, and with a feeling of hope and grace. So I'm thankful to be in this presence at this time. And so thankful to Sister Nawili for this workshop.
Thank you, Razia.
And if I can step in right now, it is 9:06 and we're going to exit and bid a wonderful evening, day, wherever you are, to all those on social media, Facebook and YouTube. And we're going to continue only in Zoom. So if you'd like to continue with us, and we do invite you, just go over to elizabethvisionaryconference.org and get your ticket that you can use forever from now on. So we bid you farewell. If all of our people, all Elizabeths in the Zoom can just wave farewell.
Farewell, I'll be the same.
Peace and prosperity. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Sister Razia. Yeah, I thank you for honoring.
You froze.
Me all name. I'm frozen.
Now
I'll be frozen. I'm frozen still.
No, you're okay.
Okay. Yeah, I was saying, Sister Razia, since I came to Detroit and heard your name, I've just been like really excited to meet you. And so I heard it from Aduni, I've heard it from Ari, and then just to see your beautiful face and presence on the screen, I truly, I mean, I'm not sure where Southfield is, but from where I am, but I know I'm gonna get there to participate in the beauty and the love that you bring to our well-being of our bodies through food and nutrition. So thank you.
Oh, thank you, sister. I look forward to our meeting.
So definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, it was funny when I was going over to Brazil with Sunzi, and I told my husband, yeah, well, I'm about to go to Razia. He said, is she fixing something? Is she fixing something? I said, no, I think we're going over to be a blessing unto her right now. But my husband, he worked for 911, and they would make orders and go all the way over to her house and pick them up. And that was, you were doing raw. Yeah, they would go over there for the 911, which they really needed everything they could get that was good, because of they was dealing with trauma all day, you know.
Yeah.
But to have that good meal inside of them to fortify what they had to deal with is it was important. So Razia has been a blessing more than she really realizes. Her ministry has been, you know, powerful in ways that she doesn't even know about, you know. So thank you, Razia. Thank God for putting you here amongst us so that we can enjoy the food.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't wait. I'm not a foodie, but I should say, and I love, live food, raw food. Yeah, I'm excited to taste your food. I'm really excited. Yeah, thank you for being here. Yes.
Mama Awa is on.
Oh, I see her in her car. Hey.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Hey, I'm learning how to navigate.
I see.
Hey, I can do all this. I was at the gym, but I said, I am going to leave the gym, go get my mat, get outside and get ready for when Nawili do it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. But greetings, everyone.
Greetings.
Good morning.
Greetings.
I always say grand rising to another day, another way, another blessing. All that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, I'm not like them young people. I don't think I can do this before I run over somebody or run into somebody.
We're gonna let you concentrate.
Okay.
But I'm having too much fun. I have to say thank you for this, Elizabeth, because I believe it does or did come into our lives at a certain time. It came into my life just when we're packing up Mama's house and where I grew up in Detroit, and it's like it don't feel like home no more. But all of a sudden, here come you Detroiters. Pull me back into the mix, and I'm so excited about going back home now. I can't wait to see you. Razia, I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna find that food. Boy, Queen of Dooney, I just want to hug. It's just so much that I'm grateful for being in you guys' mix.
I say.
Oh.
I always leave y'all. Hey, I always leave y'all hanging. You always think I have more to say, but I said it. So be it. I say.
I say.
Beautiful, sister.
And we so love and appreciate you. So know that it goes both ways.
We all, like the sister was saying, that it is something tremendous going on in this atmosphere.
Yes.
We are electromagnetic beings, and we're getting pulled, and things are attaching to us, and we have to constantly cleanse and purge and rid because of this shift. I don't know if you can feel it, but it is since the pandemic, it's been a certain shift and pull, and I'm told not to use the word chaos. I'm to use the word event. In this eventful time, we have to rise. I think things happen to wake us up, shake us up, move us into another dimension, another realm. We got homework. We've been studying a long time. Now it's time to activate and act on our crafts.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
It's time. It is time. That's why we're emerging and light beings are coming together. Yesterday, Regina Medina, she really resonated with me because I was just talking about my experience in Sedona, Arizona, and the energy and the atmosphere. And then all of a sudden, poof, there she was. I was like, wow, there she was from Arizona, Sedona, Arizona, talking about the energy there. So that, for me, that was like, oh, wow, that is such a testimony. And Ayaba and I was talking about yesterday, we said, Lord, if we go up there, we may not come back. Because I know the energy is powerful that way. The vortex, if you know and understand what a vortex is, to feel that vortex, it's a Native American spiritual burial ground up in the mountains, and it makes you cry. It has you to release. You go through this metamorphosis, and you come back clean.
Yes.
And it's like, I don't want to dirty myself up because I'm so clean.
Yes, absolutely. And I believe Sedona is named after the feminine energy. It's a woman that it's named after. And I did my first sweat lodge there with a native man, and it was a retreat. We were all like 100 of us from Agape, and he had never done a sweat lodge for women, and especially women of color. And we were blown away by our experiences we had coming out of the sweat lodge, but he was in awe beyond. The next day he brought his wife to meet us all and just participated the whole day with us, being so impressed. So yeah, so Sedona, like you say, the power of the vortexes and what we have an opportunity to experience, it's ours, and it's our time. It's
That's
ours.
right.
It really is. Yeah, thank you so much for all you sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're such a blessing. Yeah, so much. I just, I'm so overwhelmed with love right now. I'm just sending you guys the highest and best in everything. My heart just loved you. I love from a very pure place. I give it to you. I embrace it with you. I just love you guys, and I just want you never ever to forget that, to always remember who you are, whose you are. Yeah. Yes.
It's no stopping you when you know who you are.
Oh, absolutely.
When you know who you are, others respect you.
Yes.
And that's true. If you want to blend in and mix in with everybody else, it's almost like a disrespect to you and your ancestors, your culture. But when you can go in the midst of others, but know who you are, it's really powerful. And you talk about the sweat lodge, they know spiritual people. They felt the presence. Yeah, people gonna realize all these crazy titles they keep trying to give us, the mad, angry black woman. No. we are the assistants to God. We activate this God within us. And when we realize what a God we are so powerful that they have to bend down and bow down at our feet.
Yeah. And let us just take that expression, the mad, angry black woman who has learned how to exhale.
That's right. That's
when
right.
The children don't behave. Mama get a little angry. Shoot, when the children don't act right, she get a little angry.
but it's out of love.
Right.
It's different type of anger. It's out of, this is because I'm a whoop you because I love you. And you may say that don't make no sense. Why is she whooping me? Because I love you.
Right. But I like to look at it as a spiral.
It is.
So when we go a place, we start that spiral, that spin, and imagine ourselves, the people that are like-minded or like energy, they'll come back to us and we'll take over the room, we'll take it over.
That's the truth. Yes.
Yes.
So our ancestors celebration here in Detroit is coming up. It's always the third Saturday in June. June 18th, 7 o'clock in the morning at the Belle Isle Lighthouse.
Oh, wow.
Where we gather at 7 in the morning, dressed in white or whatever you come in. Bring your everything. Bring your people, their pictures. Bring offering. But it's every third Saturday in June. The Saturday before Father's Day.
Yeah, I'll be grabbing you now.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
And Pete was sharing with me when it was going to happen. So we'll be down there.
Put it in the chat. It's in the chat. Put it on the calendar.
Beautiful.
7 o'clock into Mornington.
Okay.
Into Mornington. You were saying who knowing who we are and stuff, but I think one more word needs to go in there. Why we are. Why? Why are we who we are? Why are we with who we with? Why are we going through the challenges that we have? Why are we going through the glories that we have.
Mhm.
We don't include the glories, the challenges, but we have many glories.
Many blessings, yes.
Many times that we're laughing throughout the day, many times that we're able to be blessings to other people, many times. And sometimes, like what I was sharing with Razia, she doesn't even know how many people she has blessed. She doesn't know the other people that when Philip took it back to the office, or when we would, order from our shop and bring it back, many other people shared in those meals that would never have even tried any of that, So we just don't know. I went to the to state Secretary of State, and I'm sitting on the other side, and I get up, I'm ready to leave. I get up and I go past, and this one girl, she had her little children, and she stops me, and she comes out, and she's asking me, she's telling me how she knows me, and I had taught her long time ago. And she's standing there and she's in tears about the impact that I had on her life. I didn't even recognize her, right? She's crying. She said, "You don't know what you've done. You don't know what you said." I remember she brings up things that I said in the midst of training her. It had nothing to do with put your fingers here, and braid down. It had to do with when we were talking about life and stuff, and I'm just looking, I was like, give me a hug or something. But we don't know, and we don't know who are watching us. We don't know. And so, like I said, we don't know the blessings that furthered somebody or what they needed that day. Sometimes I'm driving down, I remember driving and looking over at someone else, and I'm like, wow, because I was going through something, and I'm like, she doesn't even know what I've just left. It could have been I just shot somebody, or I just blessed somebody. You don't know, because we're just walking through walking through time, because we are in it, we are in the midst of time. So just walking through that and just not knowing. So we want to always be careful, yet still we are functioning and dealing what we're dealing with individually, So, I mean, it's a beautiful morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'd like to share, Aduni, how I met her. Actually, I have a friend in Los Angeles who married a Detroiter. And when he heard I was coming to Detroit, his name is Kerry, he said, "Oh, you gotta meet my friend Sheila. You gotta go to her." I mean, the excitement in person, he just lit up. He's like, "She saved my life. She helped me. She was there. When you can't miss her." And so I said, "Okay, brother, give me the information. Where's her shop, bro? How do I get in touch with her?" He kind of just kept on that thing for a long time. So I just Googled. I said, I am not waiting on him. I Googled her, and I saw this beautiful woman in her shop. It was a graduation ceremony, I believe, for her students. And she was talking the talk and walking the walk and bringing it. I was like, that's my sister. I am going to know. If I gotta walk 10 miles to get to her shop, I'm gonna get to her and meet her. I know her. She is my sister. That video, what you exuded, and the power and the presence that moved through you, and I just saw it. I was like, no, she's gonna be in my life. I'm gonna be in her life. I don't know, who else is in her life, but I'm going to be a part of her because she is a part of me already. So yeah, that's how you impacted me just from the video I saw. Yeah.
Wonderful.
So it was destined. We were gonna
It was
meet.
destined, right, right.
Yeah, it's destined.
We got Danny up here. Come on down.
You know, I love the conversation. It goes back to the song you opened up for us this morning, Living in Divine Time.
Yes.
And that everything and everyone that we've met, every situation that we've been, I love that analogy about we don't know who's in the next car and what they've just left or what they're going to, or what we just don't know. But if we could just stay with the fact that everything is in divine time,
Yes.
every single thing. I don't care how crazy it looked,
Yes.
because this is looking real crazy right now, but God has a purpose. And I just want to share for those who are feeling a kind of, you know, and we all are feeling just a way about the Texas shooting. I want to share with one of my mentors spiritual mentors told me, she said, before those bullets entered those babies, their souls were already gone.
Yes. Yes.
Their souls were already gone.
See,
And that helped me breathe.
Yes.
That helped me breathe. But everything just gets back to that song you played, Sheila. It's all in divine time. And that's what we're living in. And it's all divine. All right. Bible says, count it all joy. It may be hard to do that. It is hard to do that.
Yes. Yes.
It is hard to do that. But see, God also says, my ways are not your ways.
Yeah.
And so you don't know what anything is for. We just don't know what it's for. But we have to know that it's in divine time, and then it will work out for our highest and greatest good.
Ashe. Hallelujah. Yes.
Go ahead. No,
So, I just want us to all close our eyes and take a deep breath right now. I just want us to feel and sense what our sister just spoke, and to really, really know that we're living, we're breathing, we're moving in divine time, and that now is our time. For this we were born, and just be in the joy, in the blessing, in the gratitude of all that is, and release all that is not serving you or has served you. Let it go. Bless it on its way and give thanks for it. All of it. All. We're so blessed. Take a deep breath in. Inhale. And exhale and release it. Take one more great breath in. And release it. Ashe.
Really, I want to share with when the pandemic came down. I had listened to something off of Facebook or something, but anyway, they were saying that there will the shift in the universe, right? Going from the third dimension, like almost skipping fourth and going into the fifth, right?
Yeah.
That number one, people were saying, "Oh, I don't want to change." It's change. That's universal. You know, it's just something that's happening. Like when a baby comes, at a certain point, that baby's coming out of there, one way or the other. They have to cut it out, or you know, whatever the way it's going to come. But it was saying, they were saying that some people, you'll either choose to stay and allow your body and mind to shift, or you can choose to leave.
Yes.
It's a choice.
Yeah.
And I honored every person who left here during COVID. It was a choice, and it was a sacrifice to the family and all, but it was a choice. You know what? Here, it's like, you know what? I don't want to go through this.
Yes.
I don't want to go through this, and then life continues happening. But they were our soldiers to wake us up to, hey, there's something going on. And then let's find out what is going on, even if we can't change it, or just to be there to support those who are choosing to go through, and all the bad, all the ugliness of politics and all that kind of stuff. And but what we have learned is how much people are able to control weather. People are able to control this, that, and the other. And then make an assessment of our own selves and in the power that we have, and are we using it or not? Are we just succumbing to whatever, or are we not? Because like I said, it will not come nigh me. It will not come in me. I don't care. If I don't have it, I was, especially with my husband, I was very sensitive to him and how he was approaching it. And to the point where I said, you know what, I just don't need to be around you because you're walking in so much fear that, but, and then having respect for those who were walking in the fear, and to pray for them, and all of that. But if a child comes here and they leave quickly, 2 years old, my nephew was dying, but when you saw what his mama and his grandmama going through, agitation in their life, and it was after the funeral that they sat there and hugged each other. He said, okay, I've done my work. It's the exit, so I'm, and conversations with God, Donald Walsh says, or God is answering him in a question about death, and he said, there's only one, you can't but come back to me. Where are you going? That is really the most joyful moment of your life, is going back. It's like, wow, I'm going to see my dad. I'm going to see my mom. I'm going, when you're going to see your family and it's pure love there. Oh, yeah.
Yes. Ashe.
It's the fear of it, or like I had shared before, when the woman said, my mom's cousin said, I'm ready, prepare me. And her daughter didn't fuss or nothing. She just got her dressed and laid her down, and then she left. Oh, that's beauty.
Yes.
That's beauty.
My mom did that. She was like, I'm ready to go. Like, I called, I was like, that's why I was so, I think that's why I was so pissed off about death, is because I had this perception. I don't even know where I got it from, because I didn't make it up. You know what I mean? Here I am believing, because I've been seeing and listening. And then I watched my mother. She was like, what is that noise? I could have been gone. And I'm like, could have been gone? What are you talking about? She was like, listen, okay. It's not what we think it is. And this place is just a stop. This ain't
a classroom.
Right.
Imagine being here for a long, with all of this, with all of these events going. Man, this ain't it. And that's what I think that's the greatest lesson my mother taught me.
Yes.
Yes. This is a stop. And it seems like it's just a big movie. So every day I get up and write my own script, because I want my movie to go a certain way.
Yes.
And that's another thing. The power's in the words. People are talking and they keep feeding this beat. Stop feeding it. You're giving it fertilizer. Stop it.
Yeah. I love that you say you write your own script, your own movie, because I was taking this class and I just got this visual. Okay, I'm writing the script. Hey, I'm selling the tickets. Hey, I'm running the projector. In fact, I'm seating myself to my seat. Oh yeah, and I'm doing the Q&A at the, we all orchestrate it all. We do. We are created by the creator to create.
Yeah.
To create. Yes.
And given that gift. And we act, to me, I used to go to church. I was AME
Okay.
I grew up AMEITs because I was Catholic during the week because I went to Catholic school. On the weekend, I'm AME. So that was my life. And so one of the things that I looked at is that a lot of our teachings, they teach us about the outside of ourselves.
Yeah.
Everything is outside. This is happening here. First of all, I've been studying, and some of us have been studying similarly. If we are a child of God, when are we gonna start acting like it? When are we gonna start being that? If I was created by this energy, then how come I don't have some of it inside of me?
Come on, go in.
Why
Because fear,
stuff that I read all the time.
fear.
We read all these words. We go to church and say these words, but still we walking around in fear. That is not of God.
Yeah,
that's right.
But that's what's planted in us. To be fearful. To be fearful is to be controlled. Once you release that, then it's like stepping into a new light. You are in control of you, and no one can control you. I believe in affirmation. I believe in African proverbs. I believe in all those little things that can break the spell. And once the spell is broken, it's left up to you to figure out how you want to navigate this thing called life.
I'll take it and put it in my suitcase and put it in my lesson box. Bring it on. I'm not walking. I did the fear. We've done the fear thing and it's not working. So how long are you gonna keep doing the thing before you realize it ain't working?
Yes, yes, I share.
Fear and doubt. When that can control you, that can crush you, that can kill you.
Lady,
fear and doubt.
Yeah.
And
because
I
they
told
say
myself, if I start feeling sad or get angry or what is the other fear, when I get in that mindset, that means you're not doing your work. Get up and do your work for yourself. Create. When we're not grateful or creating, that's when we have time. All this, look at so and so, she doing it. No, what are you doing? Go turn it back. Put that mirror up. Go in the mirror when you got something to say to somebody else. Go see you to somebody else you need to say it to.
Yes.
These people are just your images. Other pieces of you that you need to talk to. Go to the mirror. Save some time. Go to the mirror.
Yes.
I got you up here, Danny. I think
I know. I just see her.
Woo, this is hot. We have to remember that we don't come into this existence to learn anything. God already gave it to us. We have every single thing that we need.
Yes.
And as she said, we keep looking outside. It's not outside. It's not out there. It's not out there. Our mentors, our guides, our guardians come to help us remember the truth, that big T, as Nawili says, that big T of who we are. So that fear and that doubt will creep in. Let me tell you, how crazy are you willing to look to save your own life? I talk to myself, and I had a brother who was schizophrenic. All right. So I also grew up in a household that had an experience of mental illness. But baby, I'm willing to look just like that so that I can save my life. So when that doubt and that fear comes up, I say, go somewhere, shut the hell up, get away from here. I mean, really.
Yeah.
Yes.
What are you willing to do?
Yes.
Just to say, do your work.
Yes.
It's yours to do.
Yes.
Nobody's bringing anything to you that you already got it.
Yeah.
Your responsibility, our sole responsibility is to self-actualize and come here to do what God brought us here to do.
Right. And if we don't have it, we got a resource, we got a girlfriend, we got some sisters, brothers that got the other parts of the pieces. We have everything.
That's right. Remember. That's right.
And if you don't step up and do the work,
in this lifetime.
Yes.
You'll have the
Okay.
beauty of coming back.
Let's do it again.
Yeah,
You got to
that's
do
right.
it. Let's do it again.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to do it all over again.
I just realized that last night.
Right.
Do it.
You can come back as a butterfly. How about that? Come
Okay,
back
as
as
a
a
butterfly.
butterfly.
Yes,
There's
absolutely.
there's one scripture in the Bible that I just do not agree with. I don't agree with, and
Don't
that
have to
is
either.
to fear God. I said,
Yeah.
what? Why would I fear God if God is all love? Why does He want me to fear? Why does she want me to come to fear?
That's
No,
that Andean part.
pure
That's that
love.
Andean part.
It's the pure love, you know. Love, 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 love. I wish Pam was here, but I'm not. I'd like to. She revelation that she had gotten. I know she's on. There she is. There she is. Pam, you got to share what the Spirit told you.
See how that guy work right there?
All right, God work.
Pam, you got to share what God had showed you.
Well, as we know, we're just a spirit in a body having a human experience. And before we came here, when we were still spirits, we had a conversation with God about what we wanted to accomplish when we came here. So God told me that you're not my servant, you're my partner. I am here to help you accomplish what you came here to accomplish. So we're partners in this. And I told God that I want to be here as long as I need to be to finish what I came to do, because I don't want to have to come back here no more.
Come on.
Keep me here as long as I need to be here so I could finish doing what I came here to do. And that's what
I say, man. I say all the time that I am a co-creator, like a co-creator with God. We work together. We hand in hand. Our spirit family needs us here to do the work as much as we need them.
Yes.
To protect us and guide us. I mean, it's a partnership. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
Come
Thank
on.
you, Pam.
And then something else that God showed me this morning is that our ancestors, no matter what they were here or what they were to us or how they treated us, they're on the other side waiting to help us do what we need to do. So we need to call on them.
Listen, this is confirmation, because this morning in my devotional, you know, the message that came to me this morning, I had to write it down. I wrote it down years ago, came back to it this morning, and then had to write it down again this morning. I am my ancestors' wildest dreams. Period. I am my ancestors' wildest dreams, and I know I am.
Yes.
So you just gotta keep being that. We are their wildest dreams. They've always wanted this.
Yes.
Go ahead, Danny. Thank you. Peace.
Okay, look at here.
Come on, peace.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. Yes, we are. I'm so glad you said that we are our ancestors' wildest dreams. There is a book called Hiring the Heavens. We have angels, legions of angels awaiting to do our bidding, just for us to say, okay, Mama, help me, Daddy, help me, whatever it is. Put them on assignment. Give them something to do. You need, look, if you need some help with your finances, get you a financial angel. You need help with your love life and you want a beloved, put you a love angel on duty. Let me tell you something. These angels are sitting around saying, put me in, coach. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to go. And what are we doing? Nothing. Nothing.
We're trying to make it on our own.
Crying, right. And make it on our own. You ain't alone.
That's right.
We are not alone.
Never.
I got a parking angel, and I swear to God, every time I go somewhere, I say, come on, Jamia, I need a place to park. And baby, it was somebody will be backing out. Somebody, I swear to God. She is so truthful to me. I got friends using her as they parking angel. Come on. That's right. Our ancestors are waiting for us to call on them.
Yes.
Yes, they are.
Yes. Yes.
Waiting.
Yes.
So
yes.
what
And
you
that's
doing?
true. They stay dormant until you do call on them.
Until you come on now.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
that is there. That
Yeah.
is, they have reached that dimension to
That's
be
right.
there for us.
That's right.
Yes.
That's
I
right.
don't know if
baby.
y'all remember Sumara Kai, Mama Sumara. She passed away a few years ago.
Yes.
She was one of my dearest sister friends. She used to do this she used to do this thing. I don't even know what you would call it. But she started this thing where, and I still have the letter, I think we should do it. But basically she sends you this letter and it's an invitation for your angels, right? So she gives you all of these instructions on how to prepare. She's gonna send you this guardian angel to you on a certain date at a certain time. You have to get ready. You have to get your house ready. You got to get everything ready because at 8 o'clock at this certain time, she's going to send an angel to you. And you welcome the angel in for 7 days. You work with the angel and then you write another sister and you get her prepared and you send the angel to her. When I tell you, bro, that changed my it changed my life. I think we should do it. I still have it.
Yes.
And I think you should do it. And you just pass it on. You just pass it on. And you get prepared. You get you get dressed up. You get your food together and you welcome the angel. It's so powerful. You did it before, Nawili?
So yes.
Yes.
I can tell.
And I did it. I think we should bring it back. You know, enough of us experienced it. So we should bring it back. You know, that would be her wish. Samara's spirit would be very pleased.
Yes.
So let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay. So Peace, why don't you send it out?
Okay.
And then we started today, started tomorrow, whatever, send it out. And then we all send it out to all of our,
We keep it going.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
Elizabeth sending the angels.
Yeah.
So once when I got the letter and I was with my guy friend from New Orleans, we had a house, and I told him the angels were coming and I was cleaning, I was doing all this stuff. And so at the appointed hour, when I opened the door, he was standing there and I was like, oh my God, can you feel the presence of the angels coming? And he go, girl, you tripping. He was just like, what? You tripping? What? I ain't see nobody. He's just like all into the material, I was like, I said, take a moment and don't you feel it? He was like, oh, okay, whatever you say. If you wanted to put a diaper on a doll that came out of a king cake, I'm gonna go with this angel stuff. He's like, whatever.
Willing to look darker than mad. There you go.
When I was in Senegal a couple years ago, and I got a reading from one of the bush women, and she threw these shells, and she said, and the shells, they scattered, but it was one shell that sat alone, and the other shells were in a cluster. And she said, I had a translator. And so the translator, best he could, he said that these were my guardian, my spiritual guides. And she said, you have many that follow you. And I was thinking to myself, I always feel crowded. I said, I always feel crowded, but I do. I feel like they're here. They got my back. I would take walks and my husband would say, well, I don't want you walking alone. I said, I'm not alone. And same thing, he would look at me like, walk with somebody, take the dog. I said, I got a crowd walking with me. And I know for a fact, animals, cats. I have a cat. And when I do my meditation and prayer, she looks past me. She started looking over my head like something's there. And that was a validation for me because I started looking around myself to say, what you looking at? Is it a bug, a fly? And I said, oh, thanks for reminding me. They are there. They are there. And they need to be put to work. They save your life. I mean, if you truly believe in the path of the ancestors, they are our guide. They are, I have to get folks to understand that we're not worshiping them. They're a part of us. And they are attributes of the higher high.
Yes.
When we have many nature, we have many attributes that's supposed to be there to guide our path.
Yes.
A lot of times they try to speak to us. We don't listen. We don't hear. We shove it aside. But I'm gonna tell you, when the pandemic, the week before they shut down everything, I was in Vegas visiting family, and all of a sudden I said, I have to go. I said, so I booked my ticket for that Monday, and I came back home, and I sit on my porch. That's where I like to do part of my meditation. And Spirit said, you need to go through a sabbatical. And I said, okay, 2 weeks? No. 3 weeks? No. 3 months? No. I'm like, come on now, it ain't gonna be that long. But it said to stay back. It don't have nothing to do with you, to contain myself, to stay within myself. And I'm glad I listened, because, and when I tell folks that, they like, oh, ain't nobody, you didn't get a pre. Yes, I did. I got a pre to what was about to happen. Why? Because I listened to that little voice, and it ain't gonna yell and scream at you. It's gonna whisper to you, then it's gonna try it again. Then it may try something else. Then it may slap you a little bit. You know, and you got to get the hint before it knocks the hell out of you.
Be obedient. Be obedient.
Obedient.
You do not want that spiritual 2x4 to hit you upside your head, my bro.
No,
baby, that's the
no, you don't.
Get you together.
Juanita's got her hand up. Come on, Juanita.
Please forgive me, ladies. Grand Rising, my sisters, this is so rich. I just want to share something that I think you guys will find interesting. And please forgive me, I'm not coming on video. Well, you know, I can't come on video. I don't look that bad. Okay. And so I might have mentioned it to some people on here that when my mom got sick and had to leave, thank you, sweetheart, and had to leave her apartment for the first time at the age of 94, almost 95, in July of last year. I had given her a Mother's Day plant, and there was a balloon attached to it that said, best mom ever. And when she had to leave her apartment while she was in the hospital and in rehabilitation, the balloon untied itself. I'm sure with the help of the wind, I don't know what spirit, but with the help of the wind, the balloon untied itself from the plant and bopped its way over to her chair and stayed at that chair from July, for the rest of the month of July. Actually, I'm sorry, from July through probably October, when I had to pack her belongings. The balloon stayed at her chair. And I told her, I said, Mama, you got a pet balloon. You got a pet balloon that is missing you. And I told her what the balloon had done, how it had walked itself over to her chair and it was just staying there, honoring her in her absence. And so this thing about the spirit operating in everything, that's just one of the experiences I've had that kind of align with the experiences of what you all are talking about. We had to be so observant. We got to just watch, look, listen, feel, tune in to what the spirits are bringing to us. And I'm so grateful that God has brought us together to share this information, this knowledge, this spirit, this love. Thank you.
Yeah, my mama and Aunt Edie, they would, especially Mama. I said, you would see her look around. You're standing there, and then you would see her look. I said, is that Granny, or is that Aunt Ruby? You know, I just go down the list of all of them has passed. Well, tell them not now. Just tell, you can talk to them, but not now, okay? And Pam was talking about Mama exited without us being there. See, so
Oh,
we
wow.
could not.
Yes.
Yeah,
My
when we
mom-
got that call, it was like,
Yeah.
okay, she done. And Pam always says, I believe she did not want us there when she got out of here. You know, because we were like, tell them, because she would all of a sudden her eyes would be gone. And then sometimes she would smile. I said, just tell them not yet, not yet, not yet. It's so beautiful when you're in the mix of it, if you will just allow yourself to just understand this is happening, you with or without you. It's their thing. It's so beautiful. It is so, it's their thing. What they want to do.
One of the most
We
powerful
can't tell
transitions. One of the most powerful transitions I've seen was what that I experienced was Sumara. When I tell you, this is my boo, I have an altar especially for her. When I tell you,
wow,
she walked herself across that threshold. She walked herself across that threshold.
Yes.
When she knew it was time, she gathered everybody with her. I want to hear this. I want this person here to do this. I want to experience this before I go. She had her conversations that she needed to have with people. It was the most beautiful transition I have ever seen. It took about a week, maybe 2 weeks. And my little feelings was hurt because she didn't call me to come to her bedside. So I was like, dang, I thought we was cool like that. Yes,
You did your work. You did your work already.
I say, thank you for that confirmation. She called me probably, literally, by the time I got the download, she was at Mama, I can't think of her name, Reverend. She was at her
Shahira?
house. Huh?
Was it Shahira?
Mama Sandra? No, she's I can't think of her name, but it'll come to me. But she was at her house and everybody was over because everybody knew, okay, this is about to happen.
Yeah.
And I walked in, literally when I walked, I had the download, go now. So I left where I was at all the way in Royal Oak, came to the house. Soon as I walked through the door, she took her last breath. Like walked through her room, she took her last breath as if she was waiting for me. And I was like, oh my God. Then right after, she gave me a message that I gave to everybody else. And they was like, oh my God, that's Sumara. And she has been with me ever since. Like she was one of the pure, like they want us to be so close to them that when it's time to go, we can just be like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With no fear. So I'm loving this conversation. I'm so happy to be able to share that with y'all.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. This morphed into the great day ever. I'm just so grateful for everyone. And it only gets better. We're in training. We're in the teaching mode of just living the most beautiful lives we can. The most beautiful, the most abundant, the most everything we desire. And, just thank you all for being a blessing. And receive your blessings. Count them all day like dog ears. Go for it.
Hallelujah.
Yes. Thank you guys. So
I'm counting y'all. Y'all my blessings.
Yes, indeedy.
Woo!
We have 2 minutes. Can we get some more music, Aduni?
You know what? We are so in sync.
Yes, we are.
I just prepared the song that we came in on.
Okay.
Yes,
Cool.
yes. Sisters, I just, y'all don't know.
You done had some church today, some church.
Church, go, girl.
Oh, this was definitely church today.
Yes. Amen.
And we didn't even have to do this. And leave the room.
I gotta walk out.
Ain't God good to us, y'all?
Hey, in the room, in the upper room. That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna play it. It don't mean we can't talk, but I'm gonna play some music behind us. Oh, this is so great.
Yes. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you.
Thank you, ancestors. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. What's the other one?
Uh-oh. Oh, wait. This is wrong one.
Yeah.
It went to the next
That's
one.
cool.
You want me to keep it? This one's called Keep On Holding On.
Okay.
Let's go with it.
Divine order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hold on, ladies.
I'm gonna need a copy of this.
Me too.
Play them keys, man.
Although the going gets rough, although the going gets tough, and the hills are high, gonna keep holding on.
Oh no.
Hold on.
Get it, y'all. Yes.
Although the going gets rough, sometimes
Yes.
the road gets tough.
Uh-huh.
On the climb.
Yes, I am.
Changing hands. Changing hands.
Hold on, baby.
Hold on, sister, hold on. Now you're gonna get better. Hold on. Just keep moving, brother, keep moving. Now you're gonna get better, believe me.
Keep holding on, Juanita.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
Yes. Hallelujah.
How do we get that?
Baraka. God's abundance.
Now,
my
Willie,
God.
you want to take us on out?
Okay. Oh. And joyous, divine source of all life and loving living. We just give thanks for this holy, this sacred time we have spent together. We know that we have poured into our cups abundantly this day, and you continue to pour it through us, as us, and to us. And as we align ourselves with the divine message of our hearts, of that we are birthing, that we desire, that we know is ours, is our truth. We stand in that identity all day, and we just let it flow, and we let it flow, and we let it flow. And thank you, ancestors, for reminding us that we are your wildest dreams. We accept it. We are blessed with it. We walk in it. We love in it. We live in it. We move in it. We know it to be all that there is right here and right now. And we are grateful. We are grateful for this livingness that continues to live through us as we just stand up, rise up as powerful, beautiful, intelligent, creative Black women right here and right now. We are grateful. And we send this love from our hearts out to every nook and cranny on the planet, for we know
and beyond
of attraction is ever expanding, ever growing, and that you are growing us right now. We are blooming and blossoming right where we are. Beautiful, magnificent creations of the divine. And we step in it as goddess who are sojourners of truth and light and love and peace. We are grateful. I release it. I let it go. And I know it is already done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please, I let go. And so it is. So be it. Ashe, Satnam, Namaste. Hallelujah. Right on.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
So it is.
Glory, glory, glory.
Yes, yes. Glory. Hallelujah. Ashe. Amen.
Breathe into that.
Thank you all. Yes. Thank you all. Thank you all. Wow.
Thank you, Nawili.
Thank you all.
Peace out.
All right. Beautiful day, everyone. Love you all. Talk to you.
Love you all too.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you, Empress. Thank you, Mama.
Oh,
thank you,
papers and pens. We're gonna do some work.
Beautiful day.
You guys too. Thank you, Razia. Oh, hugs to all of you. You guys hug yourselves. Yes, yes, yes. 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 Alrighty. Talk to you guys.
Peace out.
Love you.